Hey, beautiful people, Shane here. Someone asked me the other day during a consultation, how do I know what is right and what is wrong for me in life? And my answer was simply soul resonance. Absolutely love that nudge. Come through so fast, so quick. Soul resonance. At this point in my life, I feel deeply connected to the fabric of my being, what we could call the soul. And I just instantly know what resonates and what doesn't. This is a pure feeling thing. My soul doesn't speak to me through my mind, it speaks to me through my heart. And my clarity on this is 100%, but it wasn't always. Going back like us all, I would overthink it, constantly trying to decipher, work out life from that place, driving myself crazy, trying to predict, unpack and control things. But when I started to learn to drop my energy down into my core, down into my heart, I started to get clarity. I now don't rarely second guess my heart. I rarely second guess my soul anymore. If it's resonant, it just is. And so I flow with that, even if the mind has a million reasons why I shouldn't listen to the wisdom of my inner compass. I remember Spirit saying something so profound: don't believe a word it says. I think, Phil, no, there is deep truth to that statement. Don't believe a word it says. You know, soul resonance, you know, when the choice, the action, the words just feel right. It's the most amazing feeling of complete alignment, like there is this inner click inside of you. Even when something feels scary, if it resonates with me at a soul level, then I will gladly dive headfirst into it, because I know that I've been divinely guided there, and I can feel those presences around me, beside me, willing me into my greatness. Soul resonance is very much about energy. When you're an energetic match for a person, a relationship, a circumstance or an opportunity, you're able to feel it. After all, vibrations don't lie. It's like feeling into the energy behind the words, the energy behind a situation, the energy that is moving around you. You know, vibrations don't lie. It's the ability to see behind the words. Soul resonance at that level requires deep trust. The trust to follow what feels right. We have absolutely freaking well been duped, been moved away, directed, sleight of hand, manipulated away from our core center into our minds. We live in our minds, and that has led us away from our inner compass, our inner guidance. It is like a cosmic GPS that we were born with, and we have been led away from it. We have been manipulated away from it. Nowadays our attention is being pulled in 100 different directions all at once, that leaves us scattered, fragmented. We're not in our core center. Okay, so soul resonance requires that deep trust. It also requires us to come back to our center, to trust and follow what feels right. This now has become easy for me because I trust my soul so deeply. There has been a magnitude of experiences that actually as I began to move into them, they have been life altering and life changing. That trust is firmly forged now. My soul is my anchor in this crazy world, in this society which has the masses so deeply conditioned that most of us are deeply disconnected from our innermost truth. It is our intention, my intention, Spirit's intention in life to only match with things, people, circumstances that are resonant with my soul, to live bravely from that place, to fine-tune the calibration of my mind to this wiser part of myself. This is what living a soul-led life means to me. It is living intentionally. And I believe that where most people get themselves into pain and trouble is when they don't trust this wise inner guidance that is available to all of us. You know, in so many cases, we look to others to tell us what to do, how to live and what to believe. But truly, the real clarity that you seek on all these things can only come from deep within. And those that are willing you into your greatness, the unseen. Because it doesn't mean that other people cannot be our guides, but a true guide, healer, friend should always be trying to help you to connect back to your truth, not theirs. It's in those moments that we feel a resonance fills the space, not just around us, but within us. You know, in my work, I've had the great honour of helping many people traverse this journey. I also see myself as a guide, like a travelling companion. And while I will mirror and reflect back to them their own soul's truth around any given situation, shining a bright light on what is fragmented, what has become lost and displaced, shining a light on a deep truth. And I will always encourage them to bravely follow what feels resonant for them, what feels resonant for you. You know, resonance basically means that something is on the same vibration, frequency level. You know, so if I meet someone and I start talking to them and existing in their energy field, I will almost instantly know whether there is soul resonance or not, just by how it feels, because the energy is either resonant or not. And I really encourage you to play around with this. Make your decisions for one day or 1 week only from a place of soul resonance. Just go with what feels right, even if it's scary. I guarantee your life will start to open up in the most profoundest and beautiful ways. You know, after all, have you been in a cycle of rinse and repeat, where you wake up and you just know the answers, and then by lunchtime you're not sure, and you just rinse and repeat that cycle? Because quite often we know what we know, but it's finding the courage to act on what we know. And remember, life literally rewards the brave. You cannot get different results if you don't do something different. A dear friend of mine said at the beginning of 2024, it was winter solstice just before 2024 favors the brave and the bold. Soul resonance. Feel for it, and you'll know what's resonant or not for you and your soul journey. Until we vibe again, keep shining. Sending you all so much love.